Happy Friday. Wow. I hope that you had a wonderful Wellness Wednesday. I hope that you also enjoyed yesterday's Ed Puzzle by Miss Sias. It was our first time using Ed Puzzle, so we're trying to figure it out. But thank you so much for doing your best and for your awesome feedback. So today we're actually going to try and compare what we learned about whales and whale progressions and horses too, back to our Tiktaalik, which we talked about on the first day of starting this unit. So you were on step 1, which is watching this video of Miss Schilling, and then we're going to have a little assignment for today. So again, the big question that we've been focusing on are, how do scientists figure out if organisms are related, and what do scientists look for as evidence of common ancestry? How do scientists figure out which organisms might be related to one another when trying to kind of piece together evidence from Earth's past, organisms that might have gone extinct before we were able to see them, and things like that. So here's just a review of what we know about the Tiktaalik, because we talked about this, I think, on our first day of our unit. We brainstormed some questions, but I just kind of want to refresh our memory. So the Tiktaalik fossil was a really exciting discovery. We watched that video about the scientist who was really excited about finding this fossil because it helped explain the transition from organisms living in the sea to organisms making their way onto land. So the head of the Tiktaalik, if you remember, the guy was like super pumped about it because it was flat instead of tall like a fish. It was flat like a crocodile. So it kind of like filled in some gaps that they weren't able to fully fill in. This transition took millions of years. It happened a really long time ago, and it also was really important, again, because it showed that transition from sea to land through the fossil record. What we know about whales is that whales have this new vocab word, vestigial structures, like small hind leg bones without actually having a functional hind leg. So that kind of provided evidence that maybe at one point that whale had hind legs, because why would a whale have a little hind leg bone if they don't even have legs? So that's pretty cool to kind of show that transition over time. Whales are mammals like humans, which is also really interesting because you wouldn't expect something to live in the water, to breathe air, and to give birth to live young, maybe. So even though they live underwater, they're actually mammals, just like humans are mammals. Their ancestor whales actually looked like a small dog, which is really interesting. It lived on land. And again, instead of the Tiktaalik, which transitioned from sea to land, the whale actually transitioned from land to sea. So from land to living on the water. And this happened a little bit more recently, but still happened over millions of years and happened a long time ago. So what we're going to try and figure out today is, how are whales, this related phenomena, similar to our Tiktaalik? What do they share in common, but also how are they different? So what you're going to do today is we're going to do a little sort on a Google drawing. So you're going to be able to drag these boxes. I can actually show you over to this kind of Venn diagram. So things that relate to the whale, things that relate to the Tiktaalik, and then things that might relate to both of them. So for example, land to sea transition, I think would be the whale. So I can kind of move that over. Whereas the sea to land, oh, whoops, I already did it wrong. Hopefully you caught that. The whale is over here, whereas the sea to land transition was the Tiktaalik. So I can start to kind of sort those things into categories of whale, Tiktaalik, or both. So try your best on this. Hopefully it goes better. I know a few of you had trouble on our last Google drawing sort, but I think that I made this one a little bit easier to sort. So let me know if you have any questions, but that's what I want us to focus on today for our sort. So once you complete that, just hit that turn it in button and you're good for science for today. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully we have some good weather, although it's not looking great. I'm just hoping that the rain holds out because Miss Schilling wants to go golfing. I've been looking forward to going golfing for a really long time. I just got my golf clubs from Long Island. So fingers crossed we have some good weather. But if you do anything fun, make sure to share pictures. I love when you guys share your pictures. Somebody shared pictures of them stacking rocks on Wellness Wednesdays. Other people have sharing pictures about their pets and fun things like that. So make sure if you do anything cool to share those pictures. But hopefully we will see each other soon, and I hope you all have a